Hi everyone, today's video I want to give you an actual foolproof method on how to glow up that isn't just a bunch of rambling on how to do your eyelashes or how to work out and all that. I'm so sorry if that video triggered you. It's not my problem. Anyway, yes, I am in my pajamas, but anyway, that doesn't matter. That's not why we're here. You're trying to glow up, right? You've probably binge watched so many videos about glowing up or being like looking better physically, probably. But there's like two main methods of glowing up, and the first one is externally. So the first one is actively looking at yourself and like meeting the standards of other people. So like, I don't know, maybe there's a standard of having blue eyes, so you get contacts or eye surgery. Maybe there's a standard of a certain makeup style, so you do that certain makeup style. Maybe there's a style to wear a certain brand of clothing or whatever. Whatever that standard is, you do it, and it might successfully make you look better. There is nothing wrong with striving to look physically better, because at the end of the day, almost everyone does it, you know? Everyone wants to look better, and that's totally normal. But the way I glowed up was it might sound kind of cringy, but the way I glowed up was I changed my perspective completely. And how did I change my perspective completely? What I did is I realized every single thing that I think about my looks and every single thing that I'm insecure about, that is a perception that other people have put into my brain. That is not reality. Ask yourself, do you think God views you as ugly? Do you think he would create something that he finds ugly? No, because God doesn't look at you like that. God spends time into your looks, but we're all blessed with different amounts of beauty, but that's not true. Why is it not true? Because there's no such thing as different amounts of beauty. There is only the perception of the world around us. There are so many people right now that are watching this video like, you look ugly. There's so many people watching this video thinking I look good. Why does it matter to me? The only perception that is important of me is myself. So start perceiving yourself as good looking. I have said this so many times, but I bet most of you need to hear this for 100 times for it to actually reach your brain, because you need this perception. Because you're addicted to other people commenting about you in a certain way. You're addicted to that social media validation. You're addicted to how your friends view you. You are so addicted to your looks to the point that it's overwhelming. Whenever I'm doing something that doesn't involve my looks, like I'm doing my hobbies or I'm walking outside with nature, I'm doing something like worthwhile. So when I'm doing one of those things, I realize how not important looks are. Sure, looks might give you an advantage. Let's not lie to each other. If you are found by society to be physically attractive, you would receive an advantage from the day you are born. But at the end of the day, someone could be so ugly, but that doesn't mean they can't achieve success. So looks have nothing to do with your success, and start perceiving yourself as beautiful. Change your perspective to the point you aren't affected by beauty standards. I am still going through this process, but it's possible. First step, realize that everything, how you think you look, is all just perception of other people, what other people have told you. So why are you still so obsessed with other people's opinions? Whatever you have to do, eliminate every single opinion or thing someone has told about you and look at yourself for who you are. Because no matter what, you're a human being. Every human being has ups and downs. It doesn't matter what your certain features are. Everyone has good and bad features, and we view them as good and bad features. So stop viewing them like that. Instead, you can still view them, but view them in a way that doesn't affect you emotionally. Do you get me? It's kind of hard to understand, but you can still view that you have good and bad features, but don't let it affect you. Because once you let what someone says to you affect you, that's when you know you've lost all your power. So actually start literally rebranding, reprogramming your mind into the way you want it to be programmed. There is no such thing as one typical standard of beauty. If you look at models, what makes them models? They are all different. That is what makes them unique. All of these amazing models, these people that most people can agree look amazing, they're all different. They all have their unique features. So do you. Just because someone doesn't consider you beautiful, that doesn't mean you aren't beautiful, and that doesn't mean you can't consider yourself beautiful. God created you, and here you are just destroying his creation. I think judging ourselves for our looks is genuinely a sin. Of course, at a certain point, it is an instinct. Most of us want to look good to whatever people we are attracted towards. So obviously you want to improve your looks. It doesn't, this isn't stupid. We all want to look good, but seriously, when do you draw the line? Are you so obsessed with looks? I used to be so obsessed with looks that I didn't work on myself. At the end of the day, looks might give you an advantage, but your personality, the way you view the world, your perception of everything, that's the only thing that really matters. Sure, you might be able to make people look at you when you're beautiful, but are you able to make people look at you when you're speaking? Are you able to actually say something of value? Are you able to teach someone something? Are you able to teach yourself something? If you keep viewing beauty as the most important thing in the world, you're not going to make it in life, because everybody gets old and we consider wrinkles to be ugly. We all do, even I do. Get that out of your system. Eliminate that perception. It's hard. I haven't done it myself yet, but I believe that it's possible. I believe that it's possible to eliminate that perception of how you think looks are, how you think looks are good. Because one day you might realize aging is beautiful. Seeing yourself grow up and grow old is amazing. Because you get that. Not everyone gets to grow old. Snap out of this whole system. Snap out of this circle, triangle, square, whatever you're stuck in, snap out of it. And just walk away from all this crazy society things that society is forcing on you. Think for yourself for once. Dress like you want. Eat what you want. Look the way you want. Because at the end of the day, the only person's validation that you need is your own. That is the only person's validation. Sure, you might still view yourself judgmentally sometimes. We all do, even I do. But at the end of the day, I am not letting that affect my life. Whatever you do, even if those standards keep coming back to you, don't let it affect your life. Just don't. Leave it as it is. Change yourself in a way that others they don't think it's capable to be changed like that. Literally reprogram your brain from the moment you were born. Because all those thoughts, all those perceptions of good looks, of beauty, of glowing up, all these videos you have consumed about it, at some point it's eating away into your soul. Because once you start, if you're young, once you start turning older and older, you're going to see more wrinkles, you're going to see more features, you might not be as strong as you used to be. That's the whole point of aging. You are like nature. And no, I don't care if you think that's cringy, because looks are not everything. Now, I want you to go into the mirror, look at yourself in the mirror and be like, looks are not everything. Do that every day until you believe it. Start believing what I'm saying to you. Start believing your own thoughts. You can believe the negative version, so why can't you believe the positive version? What are you doing with your life that you're so obsessed with the way you look? Of course, it's really important to look presentable. But just because I want people to look presentable doesn't mean another person will. So please have your own perception. In my opinion, as long as you look presentable, as long as you're clean, as long as you don't have dirty shoes, as long as you look like a decent human being, you're fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what color eyes you have. It doesn't matter how your face structure is. It doesn't matter if your hands are wrinkly. It doesn't matter to me, because as long as you look presentable, that's all you need. Go out there right now without wearing any makeup, without altering yourself. Walk into the world and say literally inside yourself, I am proud of what God created. I am proud of this body that is carrying my soul. I am so proud of myself that I am not afraid of what other people, other souls will say about my body. Because you're never going to get this again. Never. It doesn't matter how you look. That doesn't mean you can't change. You can always change. You can always improve yourself, but don't let it affect you. There's so many people that are so insecure about themselves to the point they stand and look in the mirror and they look at themselves and they're like, I'm so ugly. Like, what are you doing with your life? You have so many things to do. The world is wide open for you. We have internet now. The world is wide open for you. And you are sitting here and pondering whether you look good. That, I don't even have an expression. I know it's hard. I know, because I'm going through the same process, but change your perception of beauty. Please love yourself for who you are. And if you want to change yourself, that's okay. Let's be realistic. You'll still want to change yourself, but still don't let looks be all that you're looking for. I used to be so focused on my looks to the point my personality was ruined. And then I realized, I asked myself, would I date someone ugly? What was my answer? No. I changed my perspective. There is no such thing as ugly. The only thing that can be ugly is the way you think, the way you act. There is no such thing as an ugly person. I don't care how badly you think that I'm lying. I'm not. There is no such thing as an ugly person. Why? Because we were all created by God. We are all amazing human beings. So please stop wasting your life and glow up internally, not externally. You can start glowing up externally once you glow up what's inside you. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. See you all in the next one. Bye, guys.